Yo, it's your boy Ringo TV Reactions. I'm back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You already done know what it is. Monic is back. I get it. She crashing out. It's getting real creepy, gang. Make sure you pull up. It's getting real scary out here in these YouTube streets. Calm versus vengeful. Monic is striking channels. That's right. Let's talk about it, gang. Top of the morning, Ringo TV Reactions. Welcome to the show. We back again. That's right. We are back again, guys. Early in the morning. Putting in some work, doing what we got to do. And pretty much we're going to talk about this situation that's going on right now. Monic crashed out on a live stream. Literally lost her mind. And started to put curses on people. On live. It's getting really creepy, man. I just wanted to go live. I was going to do a pre-recorded video, but I'm like, I got to pre-record and you got to upload. You got to, let me just go live. You know what I mean? So what's going on? Well, I'm glad you asked that. Basically, she put out a video talking about lying is an abomination when she lied to the people. And she was very frustrated in that video. I think she set the comments to, I guess you can't comment on the video. Something like that. You can't really comment on the video. And basically, she was talking about, yeah, you know, when y'all talking about the rainbow community, y'all always say that that's an abomination, but lying is an abomination. She kept talking about lying, and you could tell she's very upset about a lot of things. And she just kept going on and on about liars. And she told her audience, was like, look, if y'all don't like me, unsubscribe. If y'all don't like me, just unsubscribe from me. She's really upset right now. And it is because people are sharing their thoughts. Now, let me talk to Monic real quick. Being that you said in your videos you're going to be striking channels, be very careful with that. Because you're going to end up losing your channel. You see, Monic, I don't think you understand. Number one, when you come on YouTube and you tell everybody your personal business, you can't get upset when people are making reaction videos talking about you. So we welcome all of your copyright strikes. We welcome them over here at Ringo TV. We'll counter all of those strikes. And all those videos will be back. I'm a veteran in the game. Your channel is going to be gone once I contact YouTube when you start filing those false complaints. Also, to all the YouTubers out there that are making reaction videos, be on notice, because Monic is going to get judged by God. If Monic sent a copyright strike to your channel, file a counter notification, the video will be restored because she don't have a copyright. And this is YouTube. You're protected under fair use. She knows that. She do reaction videos. In her video, she was so upset. She was like, I don't like the fact that everybody's talking about me and they're spreading lies. And I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to just copyright their channels. And I'm saying to myself, I thought you're supposed to be a prophet from God. Then she started quoting scripture talking about, do my prophets no harm, and vengeance is this, and touch not mine anointed. And I'm like, well, Then the Bible says vengeance is the Lord's. So why would you be threatening YouTubers? Like, why would you even do that if you're supposed to be a prophet? You know, shout out to Tim Reactions TV. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one in the live chat. So it is what it is. I mean, it's early in the morning, you know what I mean? But I wanted to pretty much come live and pretty much share the news on what's going on in these streets, because it's just so hypocritical, man. Like, anybody that's following Monic, Henry and Monic platform, y'all shouldn't even be subscribed to a channel like that. These people are hypocrites. Like, she literally was in her video proclaiming curses on God's people. She was like, I pray for judgment to fall on them. All the people that's talking about me, I pray for judgment. She was literally like just on demon time, wishing curses and judgment. And I'm saying to myself, didn't Jesus say to pray for those that despitefully use you and abuse you? If you feel some type of way, you pray for them. You speak good. She wasn't speaking good, guys. She was speaking bad. And then she threatened that she's coming with copyright strikes for every YouTuber that's talking about her. She's upset with Marcus Rogers. She's upset with him. She couldn't believe that Marcus Rogers made a video about her. She's upset with me. She's upset with everybody. I mean, she ain't mentioned me, you know, at least from what I noticed, she ain't mentioned me. You know, that would be dangerous to mention Ringo TV. But what her videos, what it shows me is that she's a false prophet and a witch, because at no point do she even understand the magnitude of the problem. It's like, wait a minute, you put your personal business on YouTube and then you crying that people talking about you? When you're on YouTube, you're the same channel that sat there with your husband talking about pastors and preachers. You talk about people all day. You react to videos all day. But then you want to threaten people with copyright strikes? Nobody should be on her channel subscribed at this point. If that's not the true nature of the demon that's showing its colors, I don't know what else to tell you people. This is YouTube. If you don't want nobody talking about you, keep your personal business to yourself. I would never come on YouTube to tell you what's going on with me and my wife. Doesn't matter how bad it is. I wouldn't be on YouTube talking about that. It's not nobody's business to be talking about that. That's crazy. You know? So it's like, you think that's going to make somebody get scared and not talk about you? I'm going to talk about you forever. Like I said, over here, we welcome those copyrights. You could bring them on. Bring all of them on. Because I'm telling you, I've been down this rodeo many times. People like you, Monic, people like you, I make example out of you. I promise you, you won't have a platform once you send those copyright strikes. You won't have none. Because I'm going to file counter notices, right? And I'm letting all of these other YouTubers understand how the game works. You file a counter notice on any copyright that she sent you. She don't have a copyright, number one. She haven't registered anything with the Library of Congress. You have not infringed upon any copyright. According to YouTube's terms of service, it clearly tells you before you even attempt doing such a thing, that if you violate the DMCA system, your channel will be terminated. So now if she do a mass filing of false copyright claims on multiple platforms, all you got to do is just file your counter notification. Once the videos get restored, you go to your YouTube studio, you contact YouTube, and you let them know that there's a channel, Henry and Monic, and they're issuing false takedown notices, and they're abusing your terms of service repeatedly against any content creator that is sharing commentary and criticism, which is protected under fair use. Her channel will be terminated. I had this happen to many other YouTubers that were, well, not YouTubers, these are churches that were coming against me way back in the days. We're talking about in 2006, 2010, and all of them different times. And they would be doing this nonsense, using the DMCA system to try to silence your voice. Because what happens is, when you have false prophets like Henry and Monic, they don't want nobody to wake up. They don't want nobody to know that they're practicing witchcraft. Like in the video that they made last night, right? We're going to cover all those videos as well later on today. We're going to cover everything. We're going to do reactions. We're going to have a great time. I just want to get this news out into the algorithm early. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm probably like the first person that's actually talking about this. I want to make people and mainly the viewers understand that you can't trust these people. You can't trust these people. If Monic is supposed to be a prophetess, she's doing a horrible job by making threats. You don't do that. Never make threats when people talk about you. The first thing you got to do is you got to take personal accountability and be like, wait a minute. You put your personal business on YouTube. You put your personal business out there. So how you upset and you're telling the world about your personal business? That don't make no sense. You can't get upset. She's like, oh, they're lying on me. It doesn't matter what people saying. This is social media. You put your business out there. How do we know your business is true? You're telling everybody that your husband have witchcraft on him and the devil is using him. How is that the truth? You're lying. How do we know that's true? You're putting all of these accusations on your husband that he left you, that he's got witchcraft on him, and oh, somebody put witchcraft on him. I thought he's supposed to be a Christian. How could a Christian that's filled with the Holy Ghost have somebody put witchcraft on him? You're lying. But you don't like when people talking about you? Well, you got another thing coming. We're going to continue to talk about you because this is YouTube. If you don't want nobody talking about you, be quiet. Don't even be on YouTube. If you don't want nobody talking about you, leave. Because at the end of the day, we're going to talk about you because you're content now. You made yourself content. When you initially came on YouTube talking about your story, you was like, I know people going to talk about this, but who cares? I don't care. Y'all can make as many videos as y'all want. Y'all can say this, y'all can say that. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. I don't care. This is what you were saying. And even in your video that you did last night, the crash out video, you was like, oh yeah, y'all could talk about me. Y'all just making me more famous. Make me famous. Make more videos about me. So which one is it? Because I don't take threats lightly. And being that you making threats, you're only making situations mad. It's worse now. If you thought that content creators were making videos about you now they're going to make a plethora of videos about you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Gilbert. See you in the building, says apply pressure. Definitely. Shout out to Rise Above Anything. To peace and blessings to the chat. Top of the morning, gang. It's the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your weekend. I know it's early. Things will kind of move kind of slow in the chat. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We're going to still do this work. I show up to work. That's my job. I just show up. Whoever show up, show up. I'm grateful. Top of the morning. So, yeah. So let's get back to this thing, guys. I'm not really playing her video in this particular segment. I just want to talk. I want to get the news into the algorithm so that all the content creators on YouTube and everybody else that is involved can see and understand the double two-faced nature of this false prophet. One side, they act calm, they act as if though they're from God, but the other side is vengeful, very hateful, argumentative, and she wants to, well, not wants to, she threatened to strike channels because they're talking about her. That's how petty, insecure, and fake she really is, guys. That she's stooping to the level of the devil, just like I told you. And this is normally what happened when you engage a false prophet. They don't like it. She was like, oh, they saying that, you know, I'm taking the money and I'm building a house in Nigeria. Last time I checked, if you're not doing nothing, why are you worrying? Last time I checked, if people are sharing something that you believe is not true, why does that bother you if you're not doing nothing wrong? What are you using the money for? I thought your husband have a good job. If y'all got a house together, then his name is on the note. So he just can't leave you with the bills. So you're lying. That would imply that you're not really married and he's just living with you in America. Because if you're married to him and y'all bought a house together in Texas or wherever you live, his name is on the title deed. So when that mortgage come around, he can't sit in some apartment talking about, well, I'm done with her, I'm not paying for nothing. He got to pay the bank. So I don't know who you fooling by telling the viewers, oh, I don't got no money to pay my bills, so let me set up a GoFundMe. And then you have the nerve to talk about us content creators is jealous because of the amount of money you got. Nobody don't care about that little Peasley money that you got. These wolves in sheep clothing that's in these churches, these mega church pastors are making millions of dollars every single day. So you're a small fish. That GoFundMe scam that you got going on there is a scam. That's a scheme that you running. Because that particular money right there, you need to get that back to the people. You already got your YouTube check. You got your YouTube check. You're in video basically telling the people that you and Henry made an agreement to split the money from YouTube and Facebook. I got all the tapes with you. You don't even know how to keep your lie proper. Your lies are all over the place. You're on record saying that you don't have access to none of these channels. You're on record saying that you were trying to block Henry from Facebook. If you don't have access to Facebook, how could you try to block him from Facebook? You're on video saying that. You're on video saying you were trying to block him from YouTube so that he can't use YouTube. How could you do that if you don't have access to the controls? But yet we see you going live every night. If Henry have full control over YouTube and Facebook, when you go live, your videos are monetized. That would mean that Henry is making all the money. So what's the purpose of being on YouTube? I thought you were telling people to go to your secondary channel. Why you're on the big channel for? If Henry controls the big channel, stay on the small channel. You know why you're not on the small channel? Small channel is not monetized. You can't fool me. Again, those threats that you put out there, I'm ready for all those things. Like I said, I'm going to make an example out of you. You falling right in a trap, and the Most High going to deal with you for your evil. Because if you're supposed to be a woman of God, if you're supposed to be a woman that's in the truth, if you're supposed to be a woman that can see, you better see that Ringo TV not playing. You better go to your crystal ball, you better rub that ball, and you better start seeing me, because I'm going to literally deal with you the way you never been thought. Listen, you don't know exactly what you're in right now. You are literally in a position of a trap where you are going to be made a serious example of. What I suggest you do is call your husband. Tell him come talk to me. Tell your husband talk to Ringo TV, because what you're doing is all out of line. You were on camera proclaiming curses on people. Jesus Christ said, if people have wronged you, pray for them. Pray for them and speak good of them. He ain't say to speak curses of evil. You were praying judgment on people. What kind of judgment are you looking for? What kind of judgment do you want to fall on people? You want people to die? So let me get this straight. You want YouTubers to die because they have opinions of you? Really? But you're the one who put your personal business on social media? You came on social media to tell us that your man left you for another woman. Monique, we don't care. That's your damn business. When you come online to tell content creators that your husband left you for another woman, that becomes content for all of us. No different than if a pastor in a mega church wife filed for divorce. You the first one to come on YouTube talking about you and your husband sitting there doing reaction videos about their divorce. But now you a hypocrite. Now because you're the content and people just making video after video after video, you salty? I don't care if you're salty. That's your problem. That's your problem. I'm doing content. You know why? Because the people want to watch. And guess what? The longer I stay on this live, the more people going to pull up. And guess what? They're going to watch the replay. And then later on in the day, they're going to watch me do a live reaction to all the content you put out. You know why? Because you don't know how to shut up. You keep running your mouth talking about us, we going to talk about you. because nobody did nothing to you personally. You're butthurt because the people are seeing the truth. We're exposing the scams. We're exposing the schemes. We're exposing the fraud and the lies and all the manipulative tactics that you're doing. You and your daughter are sorcerers. Y'all online doing psychic readings. Y'all online doing divinations. Y'all not hearing from God. God never appointed you to be no damn prophet, and your daughter ain't no damn prophetess. All of y'all lying. How the hell you a damn prophetess and you out here in these streets, you didn't even know your husband was leaving you? How you a prophetess and you telling us a bunch of lies that your husband left you with the mortgage and the car note? He can't do that if his name is on the title deed. Well, not the title deed. You don't even own that. The bank owned the house. If you didn't pay off your loan, the bank owned your house. Well, I'm a homeowner. Not if you still owe that debt. You're renting just like a person that's renting an apartment or renting a house. You're in the same boat. We all paying bills. But you just got a YouTube check on the 21st of the month. Plus you got Venmos, PayPals, and Cash Apps. All in your community section, all you have there is a bunch of stuff for people to donate and give you money. But yet you talking about, oh, people are jealous because you got this and that. No, you ripped these people off. They just don't know. You ripped off God's people with a sob story. You kicked Henry out the house. You understand? You did that because you don't want him to have another woman. You're the woman who came online to tell all of us that you've been married 3 times. You told us that business. That's not ours. You gave us that info. We didn't ask to hear it. You put that out there. You came online to talk about all your dirt. That becomes content for people to listen to, whether they're entertained by it, whether they're laughing at it, whether they're serious about it. It doesn't matter. If you're upset, get off YouTube. If you're upset, stop making videos. Don't even mention nothing. The more you talk, the more content we gonna make. Because guess what? This is YouTube. You the one who called your story a viral moment. So what makes you think if your story is supposed to be a viral moment, even though it's not a viral moment, but that's what you think it is. It's not a viral moment. You want it to be, but it's not. But my point is this. How is it that you put your personal business out there and then cry when people talking about you? And now you're salty about rumors. You're salty about what people are speculating. You're salty about all these things. Where is your husband to talk about this situation? Where is he? You see? I thought y'all supposed to be people of God. I thought y'all supposed to be Christians. How you a Christian and you making threats? How you a Christian and you ain't following what Jesus Christ said? Jesus Christ said to pray for your enemies. Do good to them that despitefully use you and persecute you. You know? You online talking about, oh, yeah, they lying on me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no scammers. We ain't doing that. Well, then why are you talking? Why are you even defending yourself for? If you're not doing anything wrong, why are you making live streams trying to prove yourself? That's a sign of guilt. If I know I ain't do nothing, ain't no sense of me wasting my energy trying to please a bunch of people that have already made up their mind to believe whatever they want to believe. The reason why you salty is because it's messing up the money. The reason why you salty is because the GoFundMe is not GoFunding me. That's why. The GoFunding is not funding. You ain't hit those numbers that you desired. And because you didn't hit those numbers, you're in panic mode. You better go tell Henry get on camera because we know Henry have a job. And if Henry really left you, right, and he ain't giving you no money, you could take action against him to get money. Because you just can't just leave your wife and leave her with bills and car notes and all that stuff is in both of y'all name. That's not possible. Henry is with you. You're the liar. You're a liar. I can clearly and boldly say that you are a liar because your husband is still with you. There's no way you could tell me that he up and left and y'all got a mortgage to pay. His name is on that mortgage. You're married. So how is that being done? You're not fooling me. I'm a married man. You can't tell me nothing. I know the game. I know what I'm talking about. And that's the problem. You could fool your viewers because they slow and they under strong delusion. But you can't fool me. I'm a man of this house. I know what I got to do, and I know what responsibilities look like. Ain't no way a man can just leave you because he's upset that he want to have a second wife or whatever wife, and then decide, well, I'm not paying the bills. You did something to Henry, because I can guarantee you, if there be anything that could come out of this where Henry could possibly give an explanation, he never said, oh, I'm leaving my wife, meaning you. He probably was on something like, look, I'm going to go get me another woman so I can have a child with. I still love you. I'm going to stay with you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to still do our thing, but I'm going to go get me another woman. And he probably tried to talk to you about that, and you just wouldn't listen. And you're the same woman who came to this man with 5 kids. 5 kids. You showed up in this man's life with 5 kids from other men. You told us in public that you got married over 3 times, probably 3 to 4 times this woman been married. You bugging. You got to be out of your mind. Married 3 to 4 times and had 5 kids by multiple men, and then trapped Henry in a marriage. And now he got to deal with a woman who's basically barren and can't produce children. And he's just supposed to suffer. He's just supposed to just grow old and die. And because he want another woman, you giving him a problem? No, you can't have no other woman. You supposed to be with just me. What? You bugging. And you talking about lies? You lied to your viewers. You lied to your viewers about this whole saga. You made Henry look like Henry's a bad guy when both of y'all working together. And because content creators are talking about it and they sharing light to the story, you're upset because your grift is being exposed. You're wicked. You're the evil one. Because y'all been practicing witchcraft y'all whole time. Every time you talk, you always talking about witchcraft. Witchcraft this, witchcraft that. Everything is witchcraft. What about salvation? When have you ever made a video talking about salvation? When have you and your husband made a video bringing people to Christ? Everything is about readings. Everything is about a dream. Everything is about witchcraft and who's putting witchcraft on you. All of that stuff is divinations. You're not following Jesus Christ. You never did. You were swindlers and hustlers, and you most likely probably came out of them prosperity churches and you grift into YouTube trying to act like a commentator, like you're doing reaction videos, but the whole time you were trying to start up some sort of prophetic ministry, some deliverance ministry. That was what you was trying to do. And you all of a sudden now you drag your son into it, you drag your daughter into it, and you convince your daughter that she's a prophetess. Your daughter is not no damn prophetess. You understand? She's not no prophetess. The Most High not using her. The Most High not using you. You know what I mean? Go tell your husband to come on camera and address me like a man, because I'm not hiding from nobody. And like I said, all those threats you made, go on and do whatever you got to do, because we're going to do this content and you're going to be exposed. We're going to literally hold you accountable to the light. We're going to hold you to the fire, because you out here deceiving God's people. A real believer wouldn't even be wasting their time. People could talk about me all day. I don't care. You know why? Because I know they out there lying on me all day. I got people that lie about me all day. And you know what? I don't care. I'm not online crying. I'm not online fretting myself. I don't care. You want to believe a lie? Believe a lie. I don't care. But you're showing your true colors now. And I can't wait for more people to actually see the truth. We're going to react to the whole video later on, fam. I just want this video to be a video that I could just kind of put out there and get into the algorithm and just do what I got to do. I'm going to probably just download this video and re-upload it as an upload, because I never really meant to do a live stream. I wanted to do a pre-recorded video and just publish it. So I might just do that, because nobody's really in the live right now. It's just 50 people in the building. People's probably still damn near sleeping, or whatever the case is, the weekend. But my point is, Monic's true colors was displayed in her last show last night. You know, very, very wicked. Very wicked. First, she did a video talking about not judging people that lie. She tried to set the stage with, oh, people that lie, when she's a liar too. Like, she's literally a liar, man. habitual liar. She lied about everything in regards to this. She haven't told the truth yet. She's literally accusing YouTubers of lying on her. It doesn't matter what a YouTuber say. Why are you worried about it? That's the real question. Why do you have time to be wondering what YouTubers are saying? If you're a prophetess and you're supposed to be helping the people by giving them a word from God. When have you ever seen a prophet in the Bible worrying about what people had to say? That's how you know you're a fraud. You're focused on the money. And you know that because people are talking, it's messing up the money. The money is not coming in. For some reason, because all of us content creators are on the case, the money is not coming in the way it was in the beginning. She's on video talking about, oh, I didn't even expect to have all that money come in. I thought they were just going to send me $500 and that's it. That's a damn lie. You knew good and well by painting yourself as a damsel in distress that people are going to donate thousands of dollars. You knew that was going to happen. Because when you probably did your tarot card readings and your other rituals, it probably came up how much money you were going to get. You probably put a bid in with the devil by saying, look, this is how much money I want. This is how much money I want to make off of these gullible people, you know? And now you out here salty. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Like a complete shame, man. Shout out to Forever Studios. See you in the building. Shatika, what's going on? What's going on to everybody coming in the building? When God speaks, listen. Shout out to everybody showing up. Top of the morning. It is what it is. Eddie Kane, man. Salute. Dr. Mad Hatton. Shout out to you. See you in the building. And hey, I don't know, man. Her true colors is out now, man. Her true colors is out, bro. Her true colors is before you. So you can, it's an easy choice right now for people that want to follow content creators. At this point, you got to conclude that that woman is not following God. She's not following the scriptures. Everything she's doing is out of a vengeance heart, a heart of vengeance. She's not displaying the fruit of the spirit. She's not displaying love. She's vengeful. She don't like that we're exposing the truth, guys. She hate it. She hate that we're exposing the truth to wake up God's people. I know a lot of people rock with her. A lot of women, mainly. A lot of women are under strong delusion. They're under the spells that she put out there. She was like, oh, people saying that I'm a witch. People saying that my daughter's a witch. That's wrong. She's not a witch. She's a prophetess. We can say whatever we want. This is America. You can't control what people say. You can't. But you can control what you listen to. So why don't you just log off and go on a hiatus and pray? She was like, yeah, I'm going through, I'm grieving the fact that my marriage is, nobody cares. I do not care. Monic, I do not care. I don't care about what's going on in your marriage. Your content, and my job is to talk about it. I don't care if your man left you for another woman. I'm not praying for you. I'm not with none of that stuff because I know you're a false prophet. I'm sharing my thoughts and my opinions, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. You're listening to people. You should be prophesying. You should be in prayer. You should be helping people. But no, you got time to be watching YouTubers talk about you. You got time to be upset with Marcus Rogers because of his videos. You was like, I can't believe Marcus would make a video like that. You know, that's so wrong. Marcus is a false prophet just like you. We ain't forget about that Daystar incident. We ain't forget about the interview he did with Daystar. We know about him. He sold out. He sold out for fortune and fame. All of y'all do. You know? So you ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me one bit, gang. Like, that whole video was evil, man. She was literally praying curses, doing witchcraft on the live stream. She was like, I pray, you know, for judgment to fall on them. Judgment, you know, to everybody that's speaking, you know, may judgment fall on them. And I'm like, damn, may judgment fall on them. So there's no forgiveness with you. There's no long suffering. There's no prayer for peace. It's just, hey, God, judge them. You do know, Monique, when you pray like that, God is not hearing that prayer. because that prayer is not in line with its scriptures. Nowhere in the Bible did it say to pray like that. That's evil. You were spreading curses. You were proclaiming curses. So basically, you were praying to the devil in that video, because he's the only one that listened to those kind of prayers, not God. You know? So it's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy what's going on, gang. But I'm not going to be on here too long because, like I said, I didn't want to come on at this time because, you know, I never really come on at this time. You know, like most of my viewers are not even online right now, like literally. Like if I would go check my YouTube studio, it clearly says my viewers are not even on right now. You know, they'd be on at a whole different time. But I wanted to put the video out, like get it recorded, because I was going to pre-record it and then upload it. But that'll be a whole nother process when I could just go live and do it and just download and upload it again. So it's kind of, it's like, I like to just do it like this because I can express myself so that when people see the replay, it has that live feel because it is actually live right now, you know? But that's about it, gang. I just wanted to put the news out there. Other creators are going to catch wind of the news that is out, and you're going to see other people reacting to her videos, because she even said it. She was like, yeah, make me famous, make all the videos you want. The daughter was boasting. The daughter was like, nobody didn't even know who I was until y'all started making videos about me. So as you can see, they want attention, but I want the YouTube community to know that Monic was threatening YouTubers to strike down their channels, which means she wants YouTubers to be off YouTube because they're talking about the schemes that she's running on her platform. That's diabolical, it's evil, it's wicked, and it clearly shows that Jesus Christ is not in her heart, guys. She have a heart of vengeance. She have a heart that literally wants to destroy, kill, steal, and destroy. She's not praying for nobody. It's just sick, guys. Absolutely sick. Let me see what the comments are saying. It says, why is she striking channels? Is it because people are making videos of her? Yeah, which is really dumb because she's violating YouTube's terms of service. I can't wait for her to come to me with none of that nonsense, because like I said, I'm going to have her channel terminated because of violating YouTube's terms of service. At the end of the day, you can't violate YouTube's terms of service and think that you can get away with that. When you file a false copyright claim, YouTube will remove videos because that's just their policy to do that. But what they do is there's a whatchamacallit, a counter notification system that if a YouTuber files a bogus claim, all you got to do is file a counter notice. And when you file that counter notice, that YouTuber got 10 business days to get a court order against you that you have been infringing their copyright, which she don't have. Listen, I've been on YouTube since 2006. I'm a veteran. I've been through probably 1,000 plus false copyright claims. All those channels been terminated that did that nonsense. I know what I'm talking about. When you file a DMCA claim against a YouTuber, what you're telling YouTube is that you already went to court. You already filed court papers, and it is very clear there's a court order that that person infringed your copyright. So when you file the complaint, YouTube, because they want to protect their bottom line of not being sued, they remove the video because they trust that you have documentation that someone infringed your copyright. Now, a lot of times YouTubers do this because they figure you're ignorant of the rules. They figure you're not going to file a counter notice. They figure you don't have no education. So sometimes when people receive a copyright strike, they basically panic and they say to themselves, you know what, let me just leave it alone. I'm not going to bother them. I'm not going to make no more videos. And they stick and they hold on to these copyright strikes. They don't know that there's a procedure to file a counter notice. When you file a counter notice, YouTube now would send that back to Monic and let her know you got 10 business days to provide us the court order document that says somebody infringed against your copyright. If she can't provide that documentation in 10 business days, all those videos will be restored. back on YouTube. Once that happened, that is when I go contact YouTube and be like, hey, all the videos have been restored. Could you now terminate her channel now because she filed not only copyrights against me, but I'll list all the other YouTubers, right, that she filed copyrights against. And then what I'll do is I'll communicate with them to do the same thing in terms of reaching out to YouTube, let YouTube know that not only did she file false copyrights against this person, that person, that person. That way YouTube have a list of all the channels that she used the DMCA system wrongful against. YouTube will terminate her platform, guaranteed. Her channel will be gone because that is severe abuse. They don't take this lightly. When you file a copyright complaint, you better have a court-ordered document that shows that somebody infringed against your copyright. If you don't have that documentation, don't waste your damn time filing bogus complaint because you're going to lose everything. Guaranteed. And when she loses her channel, she's going to cry. She's going to cry big time. And people going to be like, dang, how did that happen? Well, because she's out here doing wrong. If you're supposed to be a believer in Christ, you're not supposed to lie. So if you file a copyright complaint, you're a liar. But she's busy making videos talking about who's a liar. But she claims she's going to be filing takedown notices because they're using her content. But yet all her videos is her reacting to other people's videos. Anybody that is subscribed to Henry and Monique at this point, you need to leave. You need to not, listen, don't support her. I am serious. She is doing evil right in your face. And she's playing a very, very dangerous game. Real talk. If you're a reaction channel, don't ever fear copyrights. Don't ever fear stuff like that. That's the least of your worries, man. Don't ever fear copyrights. As long as you're following the rules and you're reacting to the video where you're sharing your commentary, then you're good to go. You know what I mean? If you upload somebody's video and you mirror it by just posting it and you didn't add no value, you didn't transform the video, you didn't add commentary, criticism, and there's nothing in it but the video playing and you're just kind of sitting there. You ever see videos where you see influencers playing a video and you see them above the video or below the video and they're just kind of sitting there like this, but they're not talking? That's not fair use. That is not a reaction video. And especially if you're doing that in the YouTube Shorts algorithm, you're going to end up getting demonetized in due time. If you're a YouTuber and you're doing what you think is reaction videos where you're playing like a TikTok video or something you found and you're just kind of sitting there with your face, just like, that's not a reaction video. You will be demonetized for that because you're supposed to transform the video. That's why when it comes to fair use, the video got to be transformative in nature. It cannot be you just sitting there and you're not speaking. You got to talk. You got to make the video different from the original video. That is what's going to protect you. So if you're a reaction channel, all your videos fall under fair use. And federal law allows you to pretty much use anybody's content for commentary, criticism, news reporting, parody, scholarship, whatever the case is. You can do that. It's a protected privilege that you have, especially on social media. The news media use this privilege all the time. Henry and Monique been using this privilege forever. So for her to be in her feelings and making threats about striking channels, fam, at this point, if you're a viewer, you need to leave that platform alone. You need to render your judgment by not supporting that platform. Don't ever support somebody that's a liar because she's lying. Because if you file a false copyright claim, you're claiming that somebody infringed against a copyright. That is a lie. That's how you know she's a liar. But she made all these videos talking about people are lying and people lying on me. Well, you're lying on YouTube and I cannot wait. So again, at Monique, go play that game. All these YouTubers, think about it. All of these YouTubers are going to be making videos about what you just did. And it's not going to be nice. And the more videos they make, the more viewers are going to know about this evil plot that you have to strike down channels. Once the viewers find out about this, they're going to be like, hold up. You're supposed to be a prophetess, and rather than you doing the Lord's work, which you're not a prophetess, by the way, Instead, you're plotting evil. And she was wishing, literally, guys, judgment on all of us. Basically, anybody that talks about Monic, she was wishing curses on you, fam. In her latest stream, she was praying judgment. She was like, I pray for judgment to fall on all of them. All of the people that's talking about me, I pray for judgment, just judgment to fall on them. I'm like, you're doing witchcraft right there. You're not supposed to be praying for judgment on nobody. You're supposed to be praying for their health, their mental health, their healing. That's what Jesus said. Pray for them that despitefully use you and abuse you. He said to bless, not curse. That's how we know Monic's a false prophet. You know? Absolutely sick, man. Absolutely sick that she was proclaiming little curses, man, on God's people. You know? Absolutely sick. Yeah, she did the same. Didn't she speak the same way against Jamal? That's what I'm saying. It's like she's a hypocrite. She talks so much about Jamal, his wife. She do this with everybody. You know, she do this with everybody. And for her to be literally salty that people are talking about her when she put her personal business out there. That's the thing. That's why I'm making 1,000 videos about this situation. I don't care how she feel. This is YouTube. YouTube is all about content, entertainment, education, having fun. She literally in her feelings because people talking about her. I don't give a damn about how she feel. I'm doing content for the people. The people come here because they want to hear the news. I don't care how she feel, and I don't give a damn about her damn marriage or what the heck she going through. Nobody asked her to, I didn't ask this woman to come on YouTube to tell us her business. She came on YouTube to tell all of us her personal marital issues as if though we care. We don't give a damn about that. This is entertainment to us, fam. I'm just being honest. It's entertainment and it's education. It's entertainment in the sense that we're now seeing that she's a false prophetess, and it's educational because we get to give people the understanding of biblical knowledge, which is something that I've done in my videos. I've given you biblical knowledge in regards to marriage, divorce, separation, various other topics by bringing out the scriptures. So it's not just entertainment, but it's education at the same time. But me personally, I don't care about that woman's marriage. I don't care what's going on in her house or what the heck is going on. All I know is that I'm a content creator. That's my job. My job is to bring the news. My job is to share commentary. My job is to speak on all of these issues because I know you folks that are out there want to hear these stories. And right now we have 90 people in the building right now. 90 people. Why? It's early in the morning. You know, it is what it is. It started off slow, but little by little, you know, as you hit the like button, that's probably another thing. If you're in the building right now, gang, be sure to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what YouTube uses to send more people to the show. There's only 39 likes based on what I'm seeing. 90 people, only 39 likes. We need those likes to match the views. If there's 90 people in the building, we should have 90 likes. And when that happens, YouTube pushes the video even more by recommending it to anybody that's online right now. So if you want more people to come here to get this truth, you have to hit the like button. If not, I'm going to download the video anyway and re-upload it. That way I could just play it as a premiere. You know, like probably like around 8 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m., somewhere around there, I'll just republish the video, right? Because normally when nobody is viewing the stream and the view is low, YouTube is not going to push the video because they look at it as nobody really likes the video, so they don't push the video. So I got to kind of wait till when people get up in the morning and come onto YouTube before I release the video again. So it is what it is, man. I just want to put the news out there. Later on, I'm going to react to her videos where she was threatening YouTubers and also proclaiming curses over our lives and judgment. We're going to talk about that as well. I didn't watch the whole video. I kind of watched up to about probably 30 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure, probably 35 minutes, something around there. Or a little bit more, I don't know. But I kind of watched a little bit and kind of listen in to see what she's saying. She's salty, bro. Very, very salty. And like I said, gang, if Henry had full access to the YouTube, the Facebooks and everything else, why is it that she's on her YouTube channel posting videos and the channel is monetized and Henry is getting all the money. That should show you, gang, that she and Henry is working together, man. Their problem and why she's upset is that we're messing up the money, guys. We're messing it up, you know? Yeah, that's the thing about it. She knew folks would call her out. She knows that. And she's being a hypocrite. That's the part that pisses me off, is that she's talking as if though people are attacking her. Nobody gives a damn about you, Monique. You're literally, your content right now. When Diddy's story was out there, everybody and their grandmother was talking about P. Diddy. Nobody was like, dag, man, we should just stop talking about Diddy. No, this is content. The viewer want to see content. That's just how it is. So there's a reason why people are even watching my show right now. You know why? Because they want to hear what I'm saying. They want to know what's going on. So it is what it is. The people are the ones who make the shows. You see? So it is what it is, man. Yeah, you see through her I guess her lies. You see through her lies. Well, I guess that's probably what you probably meant to say. Lies, glass, you calling her out. Yeah, she's mad about a lot of stuff. And, you know, I spread pretty much a lot of truth, man, about this situation. A lot of good content was put out, a lot of good commentary, you know. She said Henry told her they can split the money. There you go. We talked about that earlier in this stream. She don't realize the thing she's saying. She told us, guys, in another video that's older. And I think the video where she said that in, I think that's in the video of, I'm not sure if it's called, I forgot the title of it. I have it downloaded. It's either the one that's on the big channel or the one that's on her secondary channel, where she was talking about being married 3 times or more. But she did say, guys, from her own words, Monique said that her and her husband spoke about it and said we could split the money. Once I heard that, I looked at the GoFundMe situation. I'm like, oh, so that's what it is. They're splitting the money. They're splitting the money to finance their lifestyle. That's sad, man. But it's like people are not listening. So, hey, it is what it is, man. So I'm going to get up on out of here, you know, because we got some haters in the building. I told people, if you in the building, hit the damn like button. They still ain't hit the like button, fam. We got 81 people in the building, 48 likes. People don't know how to support the shows. That's why I'm cutting it off right now. But I'm going to download the video, upload it again, and then pretty much kind of set it as a premiere probably for 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or whatever the case is. So if you ain't watched the whole video, watch it when I upload it or whatever the case is, because I'm not going to keep this video up. So that's about it, gang. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reaction. Salute everybody. And that's about that. So I'm going to get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody showing up to the shows. It is what it is. All right. So let me get on out of here. So y'all take care. Have a blessed one. We will be back later on. All right. So I'm out of here. Peace. We out.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.